Good morning from Inverness Bus Station. It is May 2024 and FlixBus have arrived at Inverness, offering services to Glasgow and Edinburgh. So today I'm hopping on a bus to Edinburgh to see what the FlixBus fuss is all about. And I'll just get an early plug-in to ask if you might consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help. So our coach leaves at 9:20 and will arrive in Edinburgh at 13:25, so 4 hours and 5 minutes with a couple of intermediary stops. We've got a stop at Perth Bus Station and then Perth Broxden Park and Ride, a stop in Dunfermline and then into Edinburgh, as I say, at 1:25. I will put a little link in this video to a video I took from Inverness a wee while ago, which just gives you an idea of what there is to see in the bus station itself. There's a few people about, so it's not easy to swing a camera around, but yeah, interesting to see how FlixBus goes and maybe find out how it compares in terms of cost with CityLink and ScotRail and even LNAR, I suppose. So yeah, see how it goes. No sign of the bus yet, but stay tuned. Here's our coach. It's a 23 plate Volvo B11R 9700 and it looks very good.
Hello.
Hiya, how you doing?
Not bad.
You're alright, very well, thank you. How's the new service going?
Very well, yeah, very good.
Excellent. First impressions, I think this coach looks great. I'm in seat 6D and just after 9:20 we depart from stance 4 and we get our safety briefing.
Good morning ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard your FlixBus service to Edinburgh. Service today will call at Perth Bus Station, Perth Broxden, Halbeath Park Ride and arriving into Edinburgh at 1:25 this afternoon. Just like to remind all passengers that wearing seatbelts is mandatory on board all of our services. Also to remind all passengers to wear your seatbelts for the duration of the journey. This is a no smoking, no vaping, no alcohol service, so we ask you not to be doing any of that. There is toilets located on board this coach at the middle of the coach. Go down the stairs and to your left hand side, that's the toilet facilities, and the emergency exit is straight ahead of there. That'll be opened if and when we need to use it. Once again, the next stop will be Perth Bus Station in around about 2 hours and 20 minutes time.
The 160-mile journey today from Inverness to Edinburgh will see us travel down the A9 to Perth, and following a stop at Perth Broxden Park and Ride, we'll then join the M90, calling in at Dunfermline Halbeath Park and Ride. Then we'll go over the Queensferry crossing and join the A90 into Edinburgh. So let's leave the Longman roundabout and join the A9 for the 113-mile run to Perth Bus Station. So let's take a look around the seating area. So overhead there is some limited luggage space. I do like the mood lighting, that's a nice touch. As for the seat itself, looks very good. Very comfy, I've got to say, plenty of padding, so I was happy with that. And the bus was spotlessly clean. I've done it again, I've said bus, it's a coach, but still it was spotless. Overhead we've got a couple of air vents, there were some switches but I couldn't get those to work, that's fine. And in front of us, well, all the usual paraphernalia. You've got a tray table there with a couple of cup holders, you've got also a USB charging point, which is always welcome, a coat hook and a recline feature. All in all, spot on. In front of us there's a net to put all your travelling detritus and a footrest, which I'm not always a fan of footrests, but this one was comfortable and worked very well, even if I couldn't get it back into place. Got there in the end. And you've got another coat hook on the side with some lovely red curtains to keep out that Scottish sun. Time for another shameless plug. I have a Ko-fi page, and if you'd like to support the channel, there is a link in the description. Perhaps a little bit unsurprisingly, our journey will mirror that of the Highland Main Line. That's us crossing it at Kinusey. We're soon approaching the Cairngorms, and it's time just to take a little look out the window. After the stark beauty of the Cairngorms, we make our way into verdant Perthshire. In fact, with 200,000 acres of woodland, it's no surprise that Perthshire is known as Big Tree Country. Wi-Fi was available on board, and as you can see, it's streaming YouTube, no trouble at all. As enjoyable and entertaining as a Steve Marsh video is though, I can't take my eyes off the scenery. Okay, it's toilet time. Let's do this. Okay, so this was compact and bijou. I mean, I know I'm big boned, but this was a tight space. That being said, it was clean and everything worked. I couldn't get the water to work. I can never get the water to work on these things. There's a switch right in front of me. The water will have been working. The fan worked, and there was also one of those. So after another nightmare of a loo review, let's talk money. So with CityLink, they're charging £24.70 for a one-way journey between Inverness and Edinburgh. With ScotRail, it's going to cost you £57 or £29.80 with LNER. Now, my fare with FlixBus was £8.99 plus a £1 booking fee, and I also reserved my seat at a cost of £1.49. You can't argue with that. And what do you get for your money? Well, you can bring on board one item of hand luggage weighing no more than 7 kilograms, and you also get one 20 kilogram item of checked luggage. Additional luggage can be carried, but there is a fee for that, and I'll put a link in the description to those charges. Anyway, here we are at Perth.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here about 10 minutes early, so if you do want to get off and stretch your legs, feel free to do so. Just be on the coach for 11:50.
So we are at Perth Bus Station. We've got a 10-minute or so stop here, so the driver said we can get out to stretch our legs if we wish. I will give my overall thoughts on FlixBus when we get to Edinburgh, but so far I've got to say I'm really, really impressed. As I say, I'll give my concluding thoughts in a wee bit, but yeah, going very well. A few more passengers joined the service here at Perth, and after our slightly extended stop, we're back underway, and it's just 5 minutes to our next stop at Perth Broxden Park Ride. And again, a few more passengers joined the service here at what is a pretty big hub for a number of coach companies. And following our stop at Broxden, it's time to join the M90 motorway, and everything's going really, really well. We're on time. This is going swimmingly. Our penultimate stop is Dunfermline Halbeath Park Ride. This was a very brief stop. No one joined the service here or departed. In fact, I would say the coach was not even a quarter full throughout the whole journey. So I did book a seat, didn't really need to, but hindsight is a wonderful thing. A feature of the FlixBus app that I enjoyed was the up-to-date, accurate departure and arrival times. So we were scheduled to leave Inverness at 9:20. We didn't actually leave till 9:24, and the app reflected that. It also gave ETAs and departures for our further stops. I also liked the in-app feature of just showing where the coach was in the journey. These are the little things that I really enjoy. Now, since you've got this far in the video, I'll just throw in another shameless plug to ask you to consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for all your support. We're soon back onto the M90 and we're making our way to the Queensferry crossing, which will take us over the Firth of Forth, and then we'll be on the A90 making our way into our final destination of Edinburgh.
On behalf of FlixBus, thank you for travelling with us today, and we hope you have a great day. Thank you.
And we arrive on time at 13:25, and if you hang on for a little bit longer, you can get my FlixBus thoughts. Thanks very much. Cheers. So here I am at Edinburgh Bus Station, and what was FlixBus like? Well, very impressive. The driver and onboard crew were incredibly friendly, which makes all the difference. The bus was spotlessly clean. The coach, I should say, was spotlessly clean. And in terms of price, £8.99 one way, with a £1.49 charge to book a seat, which I didn't really need to do, and a £1 booking fee, so £11.48. Inverness to Edinburgh, you can't argue with that. Will I be using FlixBus again? Absolutely. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.